Boom, boom, and boom. Let's make some money. All right, welcome back everybody. Today we have another great trading strategy that I'd like to share with you. It uses 3 separate indicators and it's very useful and helpful for your trading journey. Now, this can be used on any type of asset, whether it be stocks, crypto, Forex. It can be used at any time frame, though I'm going to show you some specifics here when I put these on the chart, but you can change these and update these to your trading style. All right, without further ado, here we go. So I brought up here, I have the Bitcoin USDT. It is currently on the 5 minutes, and this is what the indicators are. First up, we have the range filter, buy and sell 5 minute. It's called the buy and sell 5 minute by this guy, Roth. Go ahead and put that on your chart. We're gonna have to make some adjustments here, fam. We go to settings. The sampling period, we're going to change it to 50. And the range multiplier, we're going to change to 3.5. This multiplier right here, the higher you have this, the lower the amount of signals you have. For example, if I take this down to 2, you'll see there's a ton more signals. 3.5 is a nice, good medium range here. For style, you're going to get rid of all of the options except for buy and sell signal. So it's just going to have the signals on there. Next up is the trauma, which is the trend regularity adaptive moving average by Lux Algo here. Pop this on the chart. This is going to be one of our big filters to help filter out some lesser quality moves. But we are going to change the input on this. It's currently at 99, which is really long. So we'll drop that down to 25 so it cuts it a little tighter to make sure that we have a little more signals there. And last but not least, we're going to put on, I love the name of this one, the Subhag Ghosh trend signal. We're going to pop that on there. This is one of my favorite indicators for several reasons. Number one is the idea behind this is it trading within the trend as the trend is your friend. You can see that you can input your higher time frames right here. So for example, we're trading currently on the 5 minutes up here, but if we set a time frame here at 15, it'll help filter out signals even further as you're only going to be taking trades within the trend. So we're going to keep that on here. Another thing I like about this is that it's super small, has a really low profile. So when you shrink down the indicator here, you can still see the entire indicator at the bottom of your screen, and it leaves you a little more room if you wanted to pop an RSI or a MACD, one of those the lower chart indicators on there. So here's the strategy. You are only going to take a buy signal when first the buy pops up on the chart. It is above the trauma, the red line right here, and the subhag is green. If all those conditions are met, you go ahead and it all happens right here on this candle. Boom. We go ahead and we pop our thing on here. We go to the swing low right here, and you go 1 to 1, and you can see that this one's a winner. Now I used to do 1 to 1.5 and 1 to 2, and I just found that I just kept either A, the trades took too long and theta was eating me up on options, for example, or it would stop out or I break even. When I do 1 to 1, I almost always get a better yield, a better return. So right here, you can see this one hit right here, and boom, this one's a winner, right? Cool. Let's just go down the chart here and look at each signal as they pop up to see whether or not we're going to take that signal or not take that signal. And so here we have this sell signal right here. It is below the line, but it's not technically completely below the line. There's still part of the candle that is touching the line, so I would not consider this, for this trading strategy, I would not consider that a valid entry. Next up, you can see the very next signal here is a buy signal. It is clearly above the trauma line here, clearly green here in the subhag, and then again we can take this position. You go to the swing low right here, you take it up to 1 to 1, and then that one also exits right there on that position, and boom, you have another winner. Next up, so we see here is a sell signal. It is halfway between the line, the above and below the trauma line, and it is a red subhag. And yeah, that signal would have been a winner, right? But at the same time, it's not completely below the line, so we wouldn't have taken it. We would have disregarded it. The next signal here is a buy signal, and it is completely above the line, which you can see, completely above the trauma line here. However, Subhag is red, so we don't take that, which is great because that literally filtered out this terrible entry point right here. Next up is this sell signal, definitely below the red trauma line, right on the Subhag. We go ahead and we can drop our position 1 to 1, and you can see this one easily hits as well. So that's a couple of buys and 1 sell here. Let's go look at some other examples. Okay, so here we have another example of a short position. We'll see that the range filter popped a sell indicator right here. We'll see that the candlestick is clearly below the trauma and the Subhag is red. We'll go ahead and entry right here at the end of this signal. Go up to the swing high, pop this on 1 to 1, and then let's see what happens. Boom. Position finished right there with a clear win right here. That's great. So let's look at one more buy position. All right, we have another long position here. You can see that the range filter popped a buy signal here. The green candle is clearly above the trauma line, and the Subhag Ghosh is green down here. So we'll go ahead and take a position right here. Sometimes if the candle is really far away from the trend line, the trauma line, or it's a really big candle, I won't necessarily put my stop loss right here at the swing low. I might just take it right to the trauma line, because those really long spreads between your stop loss and your take profit sometimes don't work out in your best interest. And then we'll go ahead and follow this trade through real quick. The trade hit right there, and we're out with our profit as well. All right, so that's a couple of buys and a couple of sells. Guys, I'd also kind of recommend messing around a little bit with some of the indicators here to make sure that if you want to try to see if you can get more signals and then filter them out in a different way, that's totally up to you. You want to maybe only take trends that are in maybe the hour-long time frame. You want to really make sure you're really trading within the trend. Here's an option as well, right? Trauma, you can also change this back to a 50 or even 100 or 200 that I've seen other videos do as well. Maybe that's a great way for you to help filter out some of those signals also. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about the market. It's going to be either bullish or bearish, so I really want you to put that in the comments there for me. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.